Okay, this is me testing my audio levels and whatnot. This is to be sure that everything's perfect and dandy.
Story of a fabulous treasure. The legendary Mother Lode began to be whispered among the diggers. The Mother Lode, a treasure so great that if it were discovered, it would provide so much power that the
Okay, I
world
need to
would
actually
fear
mess with
running
this
out of
stuff.
energy. Seeking this Mother Lode, diggers
Okay,
travel
I
from
need to
one
actually
island
mess
to
with
another
this stuff.
with flying machines, ever hoping that they'll find what they seek just over the horizon. Hope that they'll find what they seek just over the horizon. Hope that they'll find what they seek just over the horizon. Say what truly motivates.
Okay, this is me hitting the play button and listening to this right now, so maybe these levels are all good and stuff. Okay, this is me hitting the play button and listening to this right now, so maybe these levels are all good and stuff. Okay, this is me hitting the play button and listening to this right now, so maybe these levels are all good and stuff. Okay, this is me hitting the play button and listening to this right now, so maybe these levels are all good and stuff. Okay, this is me hitting the play button and listening to this right now, so maybe these levels are all good and stuff. Okay, this is me hitting the play button and listening to this right now, so maybe these levels are all good and stuff. Okay, this is me hitting the play button and listening to this right now, so maybe these levels are all good and stuff. Okay, audio level testing and whatnot. Okay, audio level testing and whatnot. Okay, audio level testing and whatnot. Seems fine to me. Okay, gonna take this off because it's no longer necessary. And my camera fell. Where'd it go? Now you can see behind the scenes, aka behind my messy monitor. Okay. I think that's all fine and dandy. See my messy closet too much, so okay. Let's get it a little bit better. Okay, better. Now, if I need to change out any of my settings, I can always do that. We've still got love to give when we're young, dumb, and grown. The reason I was messing with things is I'm going to be able to, play through my stuff. Then again, maybe I should have it so that it's right in front of me, rather than how I was actually doing it, and instead turn down my audio, so that it's mostly just picking up what's coming out of my mouth. Okay. Now I just need to change my audio levels. Okay, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Let's see how this works. Here we go.
Mega Man? Mega Man!
Mega Man, can you
Mega
hear me?
Man! Can you hear me?
Just barely. The transmission isn't too clear.
I got worried because the transmission got cut off suddenly.
I'm okay.
I'm gonna mute myself actually. I'm gonna go tell my family again that I'm actually streaming and they should probably stop playing their TV so loud right outside my house.
big one, too.
All right, now maybe we can finally get some money. Be careful.
Phew. I'm okay, Roll. Everything's all right here.
Don't count your chickens yet. I'm picking something up on my screen. Looks like a Reaver bot. You'd better get out of there. Come on.
Right. If you see anything, let me know. Here we go!
Okay, so you couldn't hear any of that, but I was just stalking my family. And also trying to catch the cat that was running into my room that made it and is now hiding under my
Wait a
desk.
second.
Also, why am I wearing this
There
on my
should
head?
be a Reaver bot around
So
here
used to that at
somewhere.
this point.
Can you see it? It looks like a small one. You should be able to take it down with your buster gun.
Instructions: use square to fire. Press the R2 button to automatically walk onto the nearest target. I will not do that. I do not need to read these multiple times. Refractor shards. They will not explain this for a little bit, actually. Refractor shards are the basic currency in this game. They're also the power source that runs this entire
Turn
world.
right there.
Small ones are worthless junk. The big ones are big power sources, and that's why they're worth so much. Small ones is mostly just used as currency. I like that idea. Should I be able to start game development and stuff and actually consider myself capable enough, I'd love to make a game in this vein, where it's like an adventure game of a desolate world where everyone's just trying to scrape around to get by and trying to get, energy and power sources.
Where are you going,
And
Mega Man? That's
if
not
you
the
go the
right
wrong
way.
way, that you get
don't like the
rewards
way
slash
that
death,
looks.
one of the two.
Maybe you better head back.
Because I do not care, Roll. I shall find my dead end and also go down this other path, which is a dead end, but also something else. You walk in here, you're just like, oh, it's a dead end. But what's this thing? I'm gonna walk. Oh no, I've been trapped. It's a trap. What am I gonna do? And these enemies are so pathetically weak that it doesn't matter. I could do this on hard mode, but that would require me going on my way to beat the final boss again real quick to unlock hard mode, because they don't keep it unlocked from different play sessions. So you have to beat the boss to be able to unlock a harder difficulty. It's kind of lame. I'd like to actually just have that, but it was early 3D stuff, so what can you do?
Not far from your current position.
Instructions: use circle to navigate items and open doors. I will not read that again because I really don't need to. I hate the defaults. Yes.
Watch out, there's something right in front of you.
Oh no, not more Reaver bots. Multiple more Reaver bots. Since they put them in a line like before, they have a chance of attacking you. Spoilers: if you stand back, they can't attack you. Also, I'm kind of a perfectionist, so I shall be filling in the map as much as I can. I may give up on that partway through. I have not decided. I typically fill it all in, but for stream's sake, I may give up. Yeah. And now that I've filled it all in, climb up there.
Hold it, don't move. Looks like it didn't see you. It looked like a Reaver bot. We were lucky.
She's lame. She didn't realize there was actually 3 Reaver bots. Yeah, what you can do now, Roll. You're slipping in your old age. Also, I just realized my headset's still going, so let's shut that up. Quantum... Wait. Yeah, it would... I think it's fine. You know what? Just to be sure, to make sure nothing is wrong with that, I'm just going to set this on the ground. Quantum refractors are large crystals that provide energy for machines. They can also be used as currency. If you're really lucky, you might find an orange energy cube. Grab it to recharge your life energy. Kind of a lame explanation, not really explaining how any of this works, but, you know, whatever. That orange energy cube is, you know, your health throughout the game. You can get it from busting up river bots, getting items, things like that. And they're not that helpful normally.
What is it, Mega Man? I'm picking up strong energy readings. Is it some kind of barrier? Is there a switch to the barrier anywhere close by? Don't give up. It's got to be around somewhere. Mega Man, I'm picking up a Reaver bot. He's above you. Watch out.
Use R2 to track enemies above and below you. They're out of your field of sight. Also, you hear that yelling outside my door? I do. You hear that yelling? I can. Pretty weird, actually. That's a bummer. So now, if you're wondering how much money we have 2,350. That's worth about 2.5 cans. You'll understand what I'm talking about soon. Not exactly. Yeah, pretty soon. Like maybe 15, 20 minutes, maybe. It probably not that long. So you can destroy these either by kicking them, like I just did, by pressing triangle, which is my special weapon right now. See, my normal arm, it's called. Kick attack enabled. Yeah, for some reason it's an arm even though I kick. I don't know. Now, if you press circle in front of this, you get 560 Zenny. Circle in front of this one, you got the Power Razor. I will not be reading about any of this. I will instead explain it myself. So, the Buster Gun is your main source of attack. You can equip up to 2 parts currently on it, and they will raise the status. Attack +1, which means I'm essentially, I think, doubling my damage currently, because I believe that the base is 1 point of attack. I'll need to look into that when I actually do a Let's Play of this, but I'm going to say I'm essentially doubling my attack.
I'm showing a large blip in front of you. It's probably a Reaver bot. Be careful. Huh? Mega Man, can you hear me? I'm losing you. The transmission's breaking.
Wolf? Are you alright? Can you hear me?
Now, she said something about a large Reaver bot. Let's see what that's about. So, if you could stand still and try to target, you can't move while doing that. So instead, my best thing to do, run around circles while pressing down either the R1 or L1 button, the opposite of the way you're running. It'll help you keep running in circles like this and he'll never be able to hit you. And then just hold down the square. It's a really easy boss. It's the Hanmuro doll, the broken Hanmuro doll, and he's just the tutorial boss. He has 1 arm, he's rusty, he's the first boss. He's just a simple Reaver bot that could have been really powerful once upon a time, and luckily we'll never run into one. Hint, 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 hint. Maybe we'll run into one day that isn't all broken and rusty. And it's back. If you may have noticed, that red circle wasn't actually attached to his model. It was just kind of overlaid on the screen. Didn't move with him. It's almost like they couldn't easily transition textures like that. But they kind of can. Actually, why didn't they? Because they do it with Mega Man all the time due to the facial animation. Weird.
Look at that sky. Well, that's a happy sight after being underground for so long. I wonder where Whirl went. No way.
Ooh, it's upset.
Back for more?
So from this shot, you see just the abyss below him. And that Hanru doll is pissed.
See ya.
And Mega Man has become suicidal. Or not.
Hold on!
So my question is, where was the flutter? Because we could not see it. The only place that we couldn't see was off to the right of the Hanru doll. And it looks like it just flew straight up, so I'm confused. Sorry, it's Easter and April Fool's Day, and I'm tired. I'm all sore and stiff from working the past couple days, and needing a break and trying to get this PS3 to work so I could stream Ni no Kuni, which I'm not doing tonight. I figure that if I'm gonna do my first stream on this kind of stuff, then I'm gonna do it on a game I'm completely familiar with, aka Mega Man Legends. Reminds me, I actually wanted to test something. I can try that later tonight if I remember.
Nice timing, Roll.
Anytime, Mega Man. I'm sorry, Mega Man. I had some engine problems, and
It's okay, Roll. But I'm glad you showed up when you did.
all's well that ends well, right? And we were able to get a refractor. We should be able to get by with that for a while. If only the mother lode were as easy to find as this.
Don't worry. We'll find it someday. And your parents, too.
Thanks. I know we will.
Oh, the engine's overheating. The smoke's so thick I can barely see.
What? I guess the flutter's in worse shape than I thought.
Roll, the number 5 feeder's going crazy. She can't take much more of this.
Gramps, can you open up the number 11 valve again?
Got it.
We'd better find some place to sit down. Mega Man, check the map.
There's an island called Cadillocks about 100 miles southwest.
Good. Check.
I can't do much more by myself down here. Can somebody give me a hand?
Sorry, Gramps, but my hands are a little full right now.
Roll! I see it! Land ho!
Come on, hold together. Just a little bit more. Hold on. I'm taking her down.
Right!
And that right there was the moment they died, because they were standing when they crashed and smashed their head into the metal.
This looks pretty bad. I don't think it'll be safe to set foot in here for quite a while.
We've been pushing her so hard. Haven't been taking good enough care of her. We'll just have to fix her up.
Looks like the repairs aren't going to be finished anytime soon. We'll be here for a while, I guess. This island, what do you call it, Mega Man? Cattle Lock? Must have a town or a city somewhere. Think you could go take a look around?
Okay. There must be a town somewhere on an island this big. Think you could go take a look around, Mega Man? I guess that's the voice I'm giving him because I'm bad at voice acting. I hope we'll be able to find some parts to fix her here. And here's the best character of them all, the Toilet Monkey himself. Hi, my name is Data. But you already know that, didn't you? I mean, we've been friends for years, right? And come back to me if you wanted to save, okay? He is your save station. Tell me, what should I do? I wonder about what this island's like. You should probably look for the city. Do you know how to get there? Nope. Isn't that a sign over there? Maybe you should check it out. Alright. Let's save under memory card 1, maybe, if I have space. Hi, kitty. You're not really supposed to be in here. That's why I, didn't let you in here and you just ran in and then jumped out my window and started climbing under my bed when you came back in. I love cats, but man. To town. I knew there would be a city here. What's going on? Well, I'll just talk with Gramps. Really?
Ah, Mega Man! The police saw us crash land and came to check up on us.
I love you, kitty, but you're
Well,
not
you
supposed to be in here.
certainly put on quite a show. But it looks like everyone's all right. Let me welcome you to Cadillac's Island. Now, I'd like to ask one of you to come with me to the station.
We need you to fill out some immigration forms so you can get your registration and ID card. You can't enter the city without one.
Don't worry. It won't take very long. While you're waiting, you can spend your time in the shopping arcade next to the city. You don't need an ID card to get in there.
Are you ready to go, Professor?
Done. So, now, like he suggested, we're gonna go spend some time at the shopping arcade. Or, they call it a shopping arcade, but it's called the Apple Market, and he didn't really specify that. So, as a kid, I was always like, shopping arcade? Where's that? What's that? I only know about this place called the Apple Market. Or as the door calls it, N. So, I should mention that I was a really stupid child. And I didn't realize that N stood for North, and I didn't understand why there's multiple doors that had N's and S's and W and E's, and I was stupid. I was such a stupid child. Now, this right here is what I was talking about before, the can. This thing is worth 1,000 zenny. You think I'm kidding. So what you need to do is you need to kick it over here. Kick it over to this lady's standing. Kick it into this bakery. Nice shot. Bonus 1,000 zenny. Keep our streets clean. Put trash at its proper place. The Jet Lag Bakery. What do you make your, butter? Your bread out of? Butter. It's a box. Is there anything inside? There's a refractor shard inside. You found 100 zenny. This game is full of character and life, and I love it. Is there anything inside? It's empty. Yeah, not everything has everything. The city proper is on the other side of the gate. Do you have an ID card? No. Too bad. You need one to get in the gate. Also, you hear the dog outside my door? Because I do. This is my dog, Paprika. He's cute, isn't he? She's talking about this dog. Grr. Woof, woof. Oh, are you one of the people who just crash landed? Want some fruit? How about some fresh vegetables? I have totally no money, not 4,000 zenny or anything. I wonder how much that's actually worth when it comes to food. This is Apple Market, the biggest shopping center on Cadillac's Island. Why is it called Apple Market? See those banners up there? Instructions. When you want to look up or down, press the directional button while holding down R2. So, the reason for calling it Apple Market is they hang Apple banners from the ceiling. Yeah. Hell yeah! You don't look like you're from around here either. Go away.
You're looking for the treasure too, aren't you? Just like the girl who was here a minute ago. Well, I don't know nothing about it. Even if I did, I wouldn't tell a stranger like you.
There have been a lot of strangers coming here lately. Makes me nervous. I don't like strangers.
your parents raised you well. Now, you check all the boxes forever. Is there anything inside? You found the broken cleaner, a completely useless item for now. Maybe eventually there will be something useful about it. Now, if you walk up to trash cans and you kick them, if the can just spins like this, that means there's actually something inside. It's a garbage pail. Is there anything inside? There's a refractor shard inside. You found 20 zenny. Yeah, pretty worthless. But it's a good way to show that if you kick it now, and the lid pops off, that means there's nothing in it. Don't bother clicking on it. It's faster than actually doing it. It takes a tiny bit of time, but, you know, it's worth it. In my opinion, at least. There's a refractor shard inside. You found 50 zenny. Another really worthless amount. Alright.
Parts for your ship? I'm sorry, but my husband's out on a dig right now. You know what a dig is, right? It's where you go underground, looking for old machine parts. I wonder what's taking him so long. Hey, little bull boy. Would you be willing to go find him for me?
Sure.
You will? Oh, thank you so much. You'll probably find him somewhere near the entrance. He's really just a big coward, you see, so I don't think he's gone too far in.
And luckily, because these ruins are lame, they do not require a card key to get into. So, good for us. The weird thing about that is that if you had the correct tools, you could access every other ruin from these ruins. All the ruins in this game are all connected. So, why aren't they all locked? I have no idea. Like, if you had a good team, you could just enter this ruin and get everywhere. But apparently no one's as good as me. Help, somebody! Okay, we'll be ignoring that door for now. Wait for these guys to fall. If they ever fall here, oh, right. Grab this money. I'm kind of a greedy person. So interact with this hole in the wall. There's a hole in the wall. Is there anything inside? You found a refractor shard. Yikes! 2,600 zenny. See, that's a good amount of zenny, especially early on. But you know what isn't a good amount? 50. I could have sworn these guys could fall. Well, one of their zenny fell. I should also explain the worth of zenny. So I'm at 6,780. There are 2 zenny things here. Now I'm at 6,830. You know, they're worth 50 apiece. The green ones that are a little bit bigger than that are worth 100 apiece. So I'm essentially getting 100 for each of these right now. As low as 50. Oh, more of the worm guys. They're pretty much just one shot on this normal difficulty, so they're nothing to, you know, be afraid of. Run around picking up all the zenny, because early game, you need money. Like, you need it. Later on in the game, the money isn't as useful. You just, if you're either a completionist or you want to be way overpowered, then you can totally do it. Or if you're playing on the harder difficulty, you deal half damage on the harder difficulty and take twice more, so it's really necessary. Thanks, you saved my life. Woo. Thank you, Mr. Bull Boy. Come by my junk shop. I'll give you something as a token of my appreciation. Well, I've had enough of this place. I'm going home. Don't worry about me. If nothing else, I'm a fast runner. I'll make it out, okay? See you later. He couldn't kill those enemies. He'd never make it as a professional digger. Those are literally the weakest enemies in the entire series. Like, they're pathetic. Then in the next room, there's these, which are living mines. They blow up and have potential to give money. Two of them dropped 100 zen each, so, you know, not... Ow, forgot about these guys. Apparently there were... Okay. So here's the problem with me getting so close to the edge here. My recommendation, run past all the mine guys. It's not worth fighting them. They very rarely actually give you money. I got lucky getting 200 zenny things. Now these guys in here. These guys are kind of I don't even know how to describe them. They work together. So those guys detect you and transmit data to those guys. Those guys then proceed to kick the crap out of you and kill you. And I mean that very literally. They walk up to you and kick you with their giant legs. If you kill those, they stop transmitting, and whichever one of them they're transmitting to, they only transmit to one. That one becomes dead, as useless as that one is in battle. The problem is that if you kill that one first, this one's drops become terrible. The Zenny count just drops immensely. I'll show that here. So it drops 250 Zenny. Now, this one drops, let's see how much Zenny. It drops 350. You're like, oh, that's not bad. Like, all the other enemies are only dropping 50. That is bad compared to what they could be. Now, they can also shoot fireballs. I forgot to mention that. So if you actually kill them in battle like this, that was a terrible example, they don't normally drop that little. They can drop up to 1,000 Zenny apiece. Yeah, I got a crappy drop and only got, 300 from that one. But you can get up to 1,000 from them, so it's worth killing them while the other one's still alive. And this one only gave me 100, so both of those were terrible examples. 150. Those were terrible examples because normally the motionless ones only give you a tiny amount, and the other one gives you up to 1,000. I got the exact opposite. Rapid fire. This is just a Buster part explanation because, they put it on the first 2 Buster parts you could get in the game. There we go. Now, also, I never went over the stats for this game. There is attack, energy, range, and rapid. Attack is obviously the damage you deal. Energy is how many shots you can shoot in one, go. Range is how far those shots reach before disappearing, and rapid is how fast you shoot. Now, in this first game, rapid is the most useless skill in the game. It doesn't matter how fast you shoot, because you can get as many as you want on screen at a time, so if you have maxed out attack, energy, and range, everything dies just by you firing your Buster gun. It's best to max out attack and have decent energy and range, and just ignore rapid for the most part. For this, I have attack and rapid right now, and that doesn't really matter. It's most helpful with my close range. One of those situations where it's not the most bestest, but it's what I have. Also, if I hit back on the thing, I can show up, this is my map thus far. I can't really go very far into this ruin right now because I don't have better equipment, but once we can, I'll show how far this ruin actually goes. Now, if I go through here, it actually loads in another area, and this is the only room in here, but you can tell it's pretty big. This wall looks important. I wonder what I can do with that. That's actually a destroyable wall. What that's for is, once you get the drill arm attachment, which you get pretty much at the end of the game, you can break that down and you can actually obtain a new area as well as new items there. Okay. Also, the targeting system in this game isn't exactly top tier. Mind you, there wasn't really targeting systems like this at the time. See? Okay. So 8,680, 8,930. These are worth 250 piece. I just got 750 Zenny for killing that enemy before I killed this one. Otherwise, he would have dropped like 300 at most. And that was, not even nearly enough. It was less than half. I just want to kill this guy. Can't really get the Zenny from him, but I'm determined. Ha! Get 50 Zenny. So this is as far into the ruin as we can go currently. Sadly, I can't jump up there. I can't break down the other wall. This is everything we can do in here. It's just a little sample of what you can do, and it's a nice, easy way to get you used to it. Let's head back up to the surface and meet up with the junk man. I'm going to call him the junk man even though he's the junk shop owner, but no one cares about him. He doesn't actually have a name. Screw him.
Oh, hey, roll. Hey, look at this, Mega Man. It looks like a spotter's car. I wonder if it would run if we fixed it up. Hint, 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 hint. I heard you helped out the junk stop owner. He says he wants to thank you, so you should stop by his store later. How did you hear that? Are you some kind of psychic toilet monkey? Haha, I thought it was yours. You're too late. I already gave you a ticket, see? Well, my job's done. Guess I'll head back to the station now. Yeah, that doesn't look like a safe ship, but we're just gonna ignore that. I wonder what's keeping Miss Tron. The police will see us. Interesting. I wonder what those guys are about. I wonder if they're gonna be important later. Much sooner than you'd actually expect, surprisingly. Also, one thing I love about this game, the map isn't something you have to fill in the overworld, because that would be dumb. I hate it when I'm exploring around, it's like, oh, let's map this area. I'm like, this is public sentiment. Like, why can't we just download a map? Oh, thank you so much. I don't know what would have happened if you hadn't gone looking for him. Thanks for helping me out back there. Here, take this as a reward. You got the mine parts kit. Did you see that old beat-up car outside the city walls? That's the car we used as a support car when we were younger. Anyway, if you can have it if you want. It doesn't run anymore, but you should be able to use it to exchange buster parts and stuff. You looking for your parts for your ship? Sorry, but I don't have anything like that here. But I've got weapons and upgrades and other stuff I can sell you. Come back again sometime, we'll have a look. What did you say your name was? My name is Hippopotamus. Hippopotamus? What kind of name is that? Well, anyway, come back soon, Mr. Hippopotamus. Well, it's almost like I'm a master of naming myself. Also, like I mentioned, oh hey, I forgot, if you stand in someone's way, they actually eventually give up and turn back and run the other way. Good feature. If you interact with things in the world, you can interact with most things, well not most things, but a huge amount of things. There's comics on the shelf stands, but they're sealed in vinyl bags, so people can't read them without buying them. I didn't really know what a vinyl bag was, but I could picture what they were talking about when I was a kid. There's a lot of comics on the stands, but okay, this is the same thing. Now, this always gave me this cracked me up when I was a teenager. I didn't get it until I was a teenager. There's some dirty magazines on the racks. It might be fun to look at them, but there's so many people around. You'd get in trouble if someone saw you. I was, as I said, a stupid child, and when they said dirty magazines, I imagined literally like a magazine with dirt on there, and I was just an innocent, stupid little babu who didn't understand that a dirty magazine was a magazine with explicit content, because I'm me. Also, a lot of the times that I'll come through here, I will be kicking the can. I'm gonna warn you right now. I'm one of those people. I enjoy kicking cans into bakeries, and apparently very bad at it today. Okay, this is the spot that I want at. Kick into that corner, and boom. Nice shot! Bonus 1,000 zenny. Keep our streets clean. Put trash in its proper place. Okay. Now, I'm currently at 10,480 zenny. Much better than I was at the beginning. Yarn. Hey, Roll. What's up?
Mega Man, were you able to find anything? Oh. If you can't find any parts in town, I guess we'll have to try digging for them ourselves.
That's what the man at the junk store said.
That might take a while. Which means... Huh? Mega Man, what's that? It looks like a weapons upgrade module.
Oh, this? Yeah, the junk store man gave it to me. He said we could use this car to hook it up.
You mean we can use this car? Well, come on then. Let's get it attached right away. There, it's ready. This weapon lets you use landmines. Just drop them in front of an oncoming enemy and boom! Just remember, there's a limited number of mines, so make sure you use them sparingly. Do you want me to explain what this weapon does again?
No.
I'll get to work on fixing this car up. I'll be able to help you out and maybe spot for you if I can get it running again.
And that's everything we need to know.
Ah, there you are. I've been looking for you so I could give you this. Your citizen's card.
Rather than just giving us a guest pass or something, they gave
Now
us
you'll be able to use
a
the city gates.
citizen's card.
Of course, there are some gates that can't be opened, but
Why's that?
pirates. We've received information that indicates there are some headed this way. So as a precaution, we're evacuating the civilians and locking the gates.
Pirates? Our grandfather is still inside the city. Will he be all right?
Well, I'm sure he's heard the announcements about the pirates. If I see him, I'll make sure he gets to a safe place. If you'll excuse me.
I'm worried about Gramps. I hope he'll be okay.
I'll go look for him. You wait here.
Okay, Mega Man. Be careful.
Alright. Now, finally, after 1,000 years, we can get into the actual city and not just the Apple Market, which is, to be fair, the Apple Market's actually a more useful place than most of the city, but, you know, whatever. Hey, we're having a secret meeting. Get out of here. If I'm careful, I should be able to get close without them noticing. Instructions, this is how they try to force you to learn how to do a feature that you will never use throughout the entire game. Hey, we're having a secret meeting here. Yeah, it's really... They're having a secret meeting right in front of the only entrance to the city from the south. What a bunch of idiots. So if you hold down circle, you can move slowly. Yeah. Whisper, whisper. That girl looks suspicious, I tell you. Whisper, whisper. She has to be a pirate. She said she was looking for treasure. Whisper. No one believes us. We're gonna have to get her ourselves. Hey, someone's spying on us. It's that blue guy again. Come on, everybody, let's go. Done. Whoa, yawn.
Okay, got it? Once the decision's made, there's
Speaking
no
of
turning
secret
back.
meetings and
Nothing
public
less
places.
than 100%. And remember, it's more than just guns and ships. It's whoever has the most information that wins.
Also, you see how
right?
her back's being torn in half every time she leans forward?
We understand.
Yeah, you couldn't see that on the CRTs that we played these on before.
As low as possible and stay on schedule. That's right. You've got it. Huh? What are you looking at?
Yep. It's a mailbox, but you don't need to send any letters. So, as a note, this is a live city with live people. And as such, just like New York, even the police will hit you! Yes, that's real. Every car will hit you. It's a garbage pail. Is there anything inside? You found the broken motor. Another broken item. I wonder if that's important. It's a garbage pail. Is there anything inside? There's a refractor shard. 10 zenny. Yeah, so good. Yawn. Mind you, if a car is going slow, there is a possibility that it can stop for you, but eventually it'll just run you over anyway because they'll get tired of waiting. Yeah. Apparently the pigs do not like being kicked because all these signs are telling you not to kick them. Now, these are vending machines. It's a vending machine. Do you want to put 100 zenny in it? No, I do not care about buying a drink. But I will destroy it. And now it's gone. I never said I'm a good person. Now there's another vending machine. If I do this right, I can do something. Otherwise, I'm just gonna break another one. I broke it. I'm gonna leave that one alone. It can stay there. It's fine. Apparently that would just push me out of the way. So you have to go to the north. You cannot go east or west right now because pirates, and apparently if there are pirates, that means you cannot go to places where you work or live. I don't understand. The main issue I have with this is that pirates, their goal here is to attack, gain control, and steal. So they block off the east and west parts of the city. The east and west parts of the city have no power or anything to steal, really. The pirates are coming here for the north part of the city, and they do not block off this part of the city. It does not make any sense. Sorry, no unauthorized entry allowed. Do you have business here? You actually have to talk with the police officers here. This actually took me a while as a kid because I was stupid and didn't realize you have to ask to go in buildings. I was like, I play Zelda, why isn't this working? Professor Barrel? Yeah, he's here. He's in a meeting with Mayor. Please wait one moment. Minute. Whatever. I add words. It happens. Thank you for waiting. Go on in. By the way, there is no way he could have asked. This room we're in right now is on the second floor.
Hey, Mega Man! Come to check up on me, eh? Here, let me introduce you to the mayor of this island, Amelia.
I'm Amelia. Nice to meet you. I'm an old friend of Professor Barrel's.
Also, the audio mixing
I worked as
is
his assistant
awful.
for a while I was in school.
It's a small world, isn't it?
To tell you the truth, we've gotten reports that there are some pirates headed this way. I was asking the professor if he might have any idea what they're after.
I'll bet anything they're after the legendary treasure supposedly buried on this island.
There are a lot of stories about the treasure, but no one knows exactly what it is. I thought maybe you might know something about it, Professor.
I've been in the digging business a long time, but I haven't been able to find out anything about this island's treasure except legends and myths. Look, Mega Man, I'll be here for a while talking with Amelia. So why don't you go back and keep an eye on Roll? Tell her not to worry about me, okay?
So, got it. Do not worry about the old man. Done. Good. So, when you go downstairs, yeah, you had to go upstairs to be able to get there. There's no way this police officer walked in, immediately walked back out with the answer. It would have made more sense for him to, hold up a radio and ask.
It's a dog!
I almost forgot this happened, and I love this.
What's that all about?
What? What did I ever do to you?
It's my favorite. This game is my favorite. I have reasons why I love this game. She's come here to check things out, I'm sure of it.
But it's true, officer. My paprika found a suspicious-looking girl. She must be a pirate.
You don't believe us, do you?
Are you friends with these kids? Haven't I told you all that you have to evacuate? And you're gonna get the exact same voice. That girl's a pirate, right? Didn't your mothers ever tell you not to lie? nice to know that they take people's words so seriously. Though, to be fair, take one look at her and she looks like a pirate. This is seriously one of my favorite things, though. Grrr. Grrr. Upset puppy is upset.
What are you staring at? I'm not a circus clown or something. Go on, get out of here.
So, I'm gonna prematurely introduce this character. This is Tron Bonne, one of my favorite characters. She has a few other people related, like, having to do with her that I'll get into later, but she is freaking awesome. She's just top tier. Her and everyone who has to do with her is top tier. They're what makes this game so good.
Hey, cut it out. Don't you know you can't treat girls that way? Hey, hold on. Down, boy. Down. You all right?
Just those starry eyes.
You just mind your own business.
Well, Mega Man's not sure what to make of that. Should I know that I think about it? Yep, okay, so yeah, these reload back in. And I broke it again. I'm apparently not very good at that anymore. I'm trying to actually do something with these soda machines if you kick them. I want to be able to show it off, I'm forgetting how you need to kick them. You need to be able to kick them in a certain place. There we go. You just have to do it at an angle around the coin slot. You got a soft drink. Glug glug. You feel refreshed. If you pay 100 Zenny, you can do the exact same thing, but I like getting it for free. Now, if you press circle in this spot right here, you end up in the sewer system. This really has no purpose. It's just kind of a shortcut back to this area. By this area, I mean where these two guys were. I don't remember these guys' names, actually. And by don't remember, I mean they actually technically have two names. They have one official name and then one name that was commonly misused. I believe commonly, at least. I know I found at least two sources that were using an incorrect name, and I was like, what? This isn't what I was reading before, and I had to look up which one was correct. I think like a magazine or a player guide or something used the wrong one, and that's what caused the error. You know, because player guides were always so good. That's Tron. It's almost like I've mentioned that name before.
Omega Man! Where's Gramps? What? He's talking with the mayor at City Hall? I hope he'll be okay. By the way, did you see those weird-looking ships that just flew past here? I've never seen ones like that before. I wonder whose they are. There goes one. Oh no, they're attacking the city. Gramps is still in there. Mega Man, I'm going to go make sure he's all right. Whoa!
Now that I think about it, I kind of want to hear what these sound like in Japanese. I don't think nope, I've never gone my way to try to see what the Japanese sound like. Was the audio mixing any better in that version? It had to have been, right? So, Gramps! Roll will, doesn't matter what you do, roll cannot be interacted with here. Now, if you have any reason to think like you might not be able to do this next part, save with, you know, data. Otherwise, come in here, buy. Very important. Buy a life gauge upgrade. Buy another life gauge upgrade. And, you know what, another one. Let's see, it's only 520. Let's raise my attack even higher. I believe if I... Okay, I think I can do something. So instead, I'll pick up that. Pick up an energy canteen. You only need one for now. Extra packs are kind of expensive, so I'm not going to bother. And now, what the life gauge upgrade did was, as you can see, our health bar is now a lot bigger than it was. And if you go into your special items, this is what the energy canteen is. It'll heal 3 of those little chunks of health. It's a good way to survive if you're low in health. Now, let's talk to Data. Mega Man, why don't you save? Tell me, what should I do? Looks like something's happening downtown. The pirates are attacking, you should get ready. About the junk store. The junk store is full of all sorts of parts. The owner who found when he was digging. I picked something up for you, see? You got the shield repair. About the Mega Man Buster. You can use all sorts of power-ups by attaching them to the Mega Man Buster on your left arm. You can attach 2 different parts at the same time, so be sure to try all sorts of combinations. Just remember you can't use your weapons inside the city. Except for right now, you can. Now let's save real quick. We've already been going for 56 minutes. $50 minutes in actual game time. I guess it took 6 minutes to actually get there. Okay, now rather than rapid, let's get 2 more damage. I'd much rather have that. So now I have +3 to my damage instead of +1. Let's do this. Mind you, this next part isn't hard.
Hold it right there. You can't go in there. This area's closed off.
Please, officer, let us through. Our grandfather's in there and...
You can't go in either. It's dangerous.
What's happening?
Those pirates have attacked the island. Just like they said they would. They're after the treasure that's supposed to be buried here. Enough talk. You have to leave here. Now!
Pirates?
They've occupied the gate over there. They're too heavily armed. We can't even get close to them.
Maybe I can do something.
Mega Man, I'm going with you.
No roll, it's too dangerous. Let me handle this.
But... All right. You look out for Gramps, okay?
Wait, are you crazy?
Wait! Where do you think you're going? What can a single boy possibly do?
What could a single boy possibly do? It's been a while since I've fully watched this cutscene through. Last time I played through, I skipped all the cutscenes. It only took a couple hours to beat the game.
We're the Bonds! We're pirates! You better watch out for us!
You're so terrifying.
We're
Terrifyingly
not gonna
adorable.
let you through. So there. We'll be in big trouble if we let anyone through. Miss Tron will punish us. No way we're gonna give you the key. Let's get him!
As you can see, there are 3 primary enemies here. Mission start! Get the key to the gate. One of the 3 servbots has the key. They can pass it back and forth between them, so you'll have to figure out which one of them has it. Each one of the 3 servbots is unique and has different capabilities. Red is built for combat, blue is built for speed, and yellow is built for endurance. So my suggestion, run straight forward. Do this. Just hold down triangle until this guy dies.
You'll never get the key from us.
Boom. That big blue one's worth 1,000 zenny. So you can do this however you want. If you want to end it as soon as possible, you totally can. And in a way, actually targeted the one that was closest to me. It's actually better to end it sooner if you can. He was trying to throw the key or receive the key. He had the key. So okay, yeah, I think I got it. So I want to get as much money as possible, so I'm going to be trying to find the blue one now. It's actually... There we go. Got down that. And you can get a few hundred zenny from these ones. Mind you, they're nowhere near as lucrative as the actual bosses, who always run the same tracks. I don't remember where the orange one runs because I've killed him for the past 10 years in the exact same way, but he can totally move if you let him. So this one right here is the fast, or high attack power one, and he makes that loop around there. The red one would go across the other side of the city if I'd let him, but I didn't really. And this blue one is kind of annoying to hit. I think he's the fast one. The red one's the damaging one. I think that's what I read. I don't remember. They're not too bad of enemies.
Mission complete.
Mission complete. And now, which is just across the other side of the city, I know exactly where that is. That's not even a different area.
I can't take my eyes off you for a second, can I? Just you wait till we get back. You're in a lot of trouble. Oh, no. Who was that? Wait, wasn't that the same boy as before? He disabled the Bloom Bears by himself. I don't understand. Whenever I think about him, I get this funny feeling.
It's cute.
Oh, forget it! Who cares what this feeling is? It's all his fault! His fault! How dare he! I'll teach him not to mess with me or my kids! Here we go! Feldinot, engage!
There's a reason Tron is one of the best characters, and it's the fact that her and her quote-unquote kids are ridiculous. They're fun, entertaining, they're good enemies. They keep you like laughing and going like, oh my god,
Hey,
these guys.
You! Thanks to you, everything's a mess now, isn't it?
And they have great music.
Aren't you the girl who's being chased by that dog?
Shut up! I don't want to hear about that! Do you know what you've done?
Huh?
You're a lot dumber than you look. You should have known better than to pick a fight with the Bonds. Of course, if you agree to become one of my servants, I suppose
You
I
might
could
think she's an
forgive you.
Ohoho Selma.
What do you say?
Or
That way my brother will
Ohohojo
never have
Selma
to
or
know
whatever.
about what you did to
She's
us.
not.
Join
She's
up
a
with
Cinderella.
pirates? I don't think so.
All right then, forget you. Fine, see if I care. I gave you a chance and you turned it down. Don't come back crying to me later. Your history! You're toast! Just
Sure.
you wait!
You're totally a really... And she stuck her tongue at me. She's totally a really super threatening boss enemy who is so... Yeah. Just dodge that first shot, put down a few mines where you know her feet are gonna twitch in a moment. Also don't get shot like I just did. So, in a moment, she'll start moving. Oh. She didn't do what she normally does. Normally, before she actually starts moving, she'll start doing this twist attack that she's about to do, and it's normally not, you know, right there in the center of the city where it's going to damage you. You can actually damage part of the city. It is really unfortunate that she moves here in the center, because this sucks. Now a bunch of the city's going to be broken, and I have to take the shot so that it doesn't destroy everything. That way she keeps firing in the same straight line. Also, she's immortal if she's moving. Also, you can totally buy soda if you want to from the things if you run low in health, but I don't really need it. I used to when I was a kid, but I've played this game too much. As you can see, there was a demolished building there.
I'm so... I mean...
Not bad. You're stronger than I thought. I'll give you credit for that. Miss Tron!
Are you alright? Get in, quick!
Right. It's not over yet. Don't think you've won. Next time, I won't be so easy on you. I'll make sure you pay for this. Let's go! Roger!
Yeah. So all in all, not bad having one building destroyed. It could have been a lot worse since normally she doesn't go straight to the middle of the battlefield, which if she did her spin attack, which she never really did over there, it could have... Actually, she never did her spin attack shooting thing at all during that. That can actually damage and break a lot of things. I got lucky there and she didn't do half of her attacks. Mega Man, why don't you save? Tell me, what should I do now? Seeing as the pirates have flying ships of their own, they'll probably attack from the sky. Do you have any buster parts that let you fire at long range? I actually don't. That's no good, Mega Man. You'd better start planning ahead. I thought you might not have something like that yet, so I picked it up for you at the junk store. Here. Got Range Booster Alpha. Am I a good boy or what? Say yes, or else he will take it back. I'm not freaking kidding. Okay, good luck then. Let's save. Actually, let's not bother. It's really not necessary. I'm not gonna die. And if I do, that's my point to stop. So I just lowered my damage by 1, but now my range is, you know, a 3-pointer instead of a 1-pointer. So let's go. Next boss battle, well, mission. I shouldn't say boss battle.
Indications are that the mysterious group of pirates will continue its offensive for the foreseeable future. Recapping our top story of the day. At 2 o'clock this afternoon, the city center was attacked by a group of unknown pirates who demanded they be given the keys to the caves and tunnels underneath our island. The mayor has refused to give in to their demands and is currently under siege alone in City Hall. Local police are helpless in front of the power of the pirates' weapons. It may be only a matter of time before City Hall is destroyed. Hopes are rapidly fading as... I've just been handed this update, viewers. It appears that the robots and machines being used to lay siege to the city have been destroyed by a single young boy. And now, that same boy has come through the gate and is heading towards City Hall. Wait! There he is! I can see him! He really is alone! Can this lone hero save the mayor?
Mission start. Defend City Hall. The red robots will attack City Hall while the yellow robots will attack the nearest building. Protect City Hall, the police station, and the bank from the pirates. Here we go. So, as I mentioned, yellow robots destroy the closest building. You might want to take out one of them real quick to do something special. If you take out any of the... Besides just getting right. If you take out any of the ground-based robots, one of the flyers will leave to go replace it. They're infinitely spawning. So instead, take out one, start firing, deal a little damage, go kill these things. I just realized I forgot to take out this one that always spawns. It only takes 2 when I put down 3. Whoops. But I got 550 zenny for that. So the yellow one's leaving once again. Oh, I killed one. Perfect. I missed out on 350 zenny right there. And that one's dead. So now there's only one robot bringing them back. And they've already destroyed the police station. Have they already destroyed The bank? No, not yet. If I can get there in time, I can save myself a lot of money. Because I have to help donate to repair these things if they break.
You there! Those robots are being deployed by a flying carrier! You should go after that first if you want to stop them!
Also, that newscaster is kind of annoying, so she lost me a bunch of Zenny. Kinda want to destroy her. Oh, you seriously dodged it. So, the newscaster was saying that stage 1 damage has been dealt to the City Hall. That means I need to figure out where the enemy is and how they're damaging it. None behind yet. One was about to start attacking, but that means there's one in front of it somewhere. Or there. I guess it stopped attacking when she started talking about it. That's weird. Oh, please don't. These robot AI are really stupid, by the way. Now, these are the first shots I've dealt with this thing. This is going to take a while if I want to reduce damage. And you can't switch turns. It's just the closest one. But this is a good way to grind money. If you want a really easy, like, no effort way to grind money, do this. Just keep killing one. It'll bring another. Kill it. You're going to you can pretty much get into Zenny, I believe, this way. See, I just got 950 Zenny for that. Mind you, you could also do the can trick, but whatever you want. I want to just destroy this thing, but this thing's annoying. There we go. See, destroyed both of them in one go. There, done. Now there is another one around here somewhere. Yep, destroying stuff way over there. So if you, the way this works is the more that gets destroyed, the more money you have to spend later on to repair it if you want to do all the side missions. I want to do all the side missions, that means I have to spend more money repairing it. But we got a bunch of money, we have 13,000 Zen even after all the money I spent. So that should cover at least the stuff here. I think it costs 11,000 if you destroy both the bank and the police station. You can destroy the city hall and still win. It'll just give you kind of a funny thing where it goes mission complete. Which, I mean, if this was a video series, I would totally show, but this is a stream, so I'm not showing that right now. Now, this is Bon Bon, one of the cooler characters. You just run under him, and do not let him give you a hug. It's a really easy boss battle if you know this trick. Otherwise, you can get wrecked really easily. Just don't let him hug you. I'm serious. It's just bad news to have him hug you. It's really easy so long as you keep doing this. No money. Boss battle over. And there's Bon Bon.
Are you alright?
His name's Bon, but his last name's Bon, so his name is Bon Bon. Just like there was Tron Bon, and yeah, that's the two of them. I wonder what that is. You know what? I'm gonna go grab a water bottle. I'll be right back.
What the heck happened to Tron and Bon? They should have been back by now. Oh, those two. No, I told them they were in charge, so I won't worry. I'll let them take care of it themselves.
Look at the clock! It's almost time for my favorite show! I almost missed it!
Next story. City Hall was attacked by a mysterious group of assailants this afternoon, but their offensive was beaten back by an equally mysterious young boy, pictured here on screen.
What? Who the heck is that blue boy? So Bond was defeated, but what about Drawn? This is a potential disaster! We could end up losing a lot of money on this one! All right, it's obvious that I, Teasel Bond, will have to assume command. Who needs that key anyway? It might take some time, and it might take some money, but who cares? I'll use my ultimate digging machine, the Marl Wolf, to dig up the treasure myself! And I won't let any little blue boy get in my way either! Huh? Wait a sec. Bond's probably okay, but what about Drawn?
So, that was Teasel Bond.
Mission
Best
complete!
character.
Mega
He's
Man!
just charisma and wacky laughing, and he's just stereotypical, like, comedic
You
villain.
did it, Mega Man!
He's great.
Come on, let's go look for Gramps.
He's just great.
Mega Man, roll! Sorry to give you a scare like that. Don't you worry, though. I'm as healthy as I ever was.
That's a relief. We were worried about you, Gramps.
With your help, we were able to keep those pirates from getting the key to the ruins. Thank you.
Amelia says she'll give us a digger's license as thanks for helping her. Now we'll be able to look for parts to fix the flutter.
I know it's not much, but it's the least I can do for you.
The Class B license.
Excuse me. Your Honor, we got a new problem. Those pirates have started digging up the northern forest.
What? They weren't able to get the key, so they must be going after the treasure directly.
I'm amazed they'd go to that much trouble. Even if they are criminals, you've got to admire their persistence.
Who knows what will happen if they get their hands on the treasure? Inspector, I want you to arrest them immediately.
Yes, ma'am.
With a Class B digger's license, you can get into the ruins in the Cardin Forest to the south, and the ruins up north in the Closer Woods, where the pirates are now. We'll have to make sure we get to the ruins before the pirates do. I'm sure they won't leave much by the time they're done. I wonder if the inspector will be alright. Did it just... Yeah, that's fine.
Wait a minute, Mega Man. I'm going with you. Look, Mega Man. I fixed the car the junk shop owner gave us. I may not have been able to get it fixed in time to help you before, but next time, you can count on me. There goes the inspector and his men off to get the pirates. I wonder if he'll be all right.
If they're using weapons like they did before, the inspector might have some trouble.
Just maybe.
Not to mention
that the pirates are likely to steal everything if they get there first.
Well, I think I better go help them.
Be careful, Mega Man. I'll wait for you in the car. If you find some parts that you think might be useful, bring them back to me.
I'll get them fixed up and attach them for you.
Right. See you later.
Okay. Now, just check something. You sure? Yeah. So she mentioned that she has the car and that she has it working and stuff. My recommendation: head straight to the car. Don't wait. Talk to Roll. Now that I've got the support car fixed up, let me tell you about what I can do for you here, okay? First of all, you can change your special weapons here. You can only use one special weapon at a time, so let me know when you want to switch, alright? Also, it costs a little money, but we can enhance your special weapons here too. Next, there's item development. I might be able to make something new out of things you find in the field, in the ruins. So if you find something interesting, be sure to bring it back here, okay? Last but not least, we can use the support car to move around the island. Here, I made a walkie-talkie you can use to call me anytime. Use it when you want me to pick you up in the support car. Walkie-talkie. But there are a few places I can't get to in the car, so I won't be able to pick you up, even if you call me. Sorry. Okay then. The places that she cannot pick you up. Anywhere, obviously, she cannot reach with the car, aka, like, if you were, I don't know, on the other side of a body of water, if you were, I don't know, inside of a ruin, if you were on the other side of the gate you're about to go through. You think I'm kidding? You cannot go to the northern part of the island using this thing that you just got. It's stupid. It's dumb and stupid. I hate it. If I were some master modder, I would make it so you were able to, because it is just, there's no good reason for you not to be able to. It doesn't make sense to have to load in here and walk all the way there if you do anything there. It's just bad. It's just bad. Okay, let's see if we have anything she can make. I wasn't able to make anything of what you have. I knew that was going to be the case. If you find something new, bring it back, okay? So all the normal, quote-unquote, normal items you get, you can bring to her and she'll see if she has anything. Let's leave her alone. All the normal items, such as the broken motor and broken cleaner. The shield repair is actually a usable item, and that works based off your health gauge. As you can see, it's covered in metal. If you take too much damage from a really big hit, it can actually break that metal and it'll be permanently like that. You'll have no shield anymore, so it'll be easier to damage your life gauge. I'm not sure exactly about how the numbers work, but I think like 1.5 times damage or something. I don't know.
Here comes somebody else. He doesn't look like a police officer. Hey, it's that blue guy again. We'll show him, just like we showed that officer. We ain't gonna lose this time.
And those officers were just flat out murdered. Also, if you stand back here and fire, you can totally just blow them up. I was got another 215 Zenny for that. And if you run behind it, it doesn't aggro to you, so it doesn't matter how close you get. Throw it down a mine, shoot it, it's fine. It's all good. So long as you're not to the sides of it at all. Now, as you can see, there's a broken down police car here. You head into this building, you find some people in here. We never expected them to be this strong. They're more than just run-of-the-mill thieves. I wonder how you might have guessed that. Maybe it was the fact that they, you know, took over your city 20 minutes ago.
I thought I'd be safe here, but there's nowhere to run. They're everywhere. Maybe this is the legendary disaster that's supposed to happen to the island?
Interesting.
Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of the island. The police don't have any kind of weapons that can stand up to those pirates.
Maybe if they had any kind of weapons.
Oh, it's you. Those pirates' weapons are too strong. You can't get close. It'll only be a matter of time before they find the treasure. We've got to do something, but what can we do?
I don't know what kind of voice to give him. I can't do accents, and that's what his voice is an accent. So, there are new enemy types. There's the tanks that we're fighting, as well as these artillery batteries. They will shoot bombs for you whenever bombs at you whenever you're in the range. These ones turn at you and fire both with a head cannon, which can turn around, as well as a few like machine guns in the front. They're nothing too scary. Most of the Zenny falls off here, so on this first two it's not even worth going after it. Takes too much time, it's just not profitable. So for the most part, unless you get really unlucky like me because it just fell, you'll get 50 Zenny each time. And by the way, as a heads up, do not try to kick these while you have a mine on because you'll just blow them up. Is there anything inside? It's empty. Yeah. But if you check this one, it's a box. Is there anything inside? You found a safety helmet. That is a normal item, which means safety helmet, not very fashionable. It can be used by roll. Maybe the mines can't pull these up. Yeah, I guess not. Whoops, I lied to you. Now if you head inside this building, what are they doing here? I really don't know. You'll regret if you don't buy something just because you don't want to spend any money. You should always buy what you need when you need it. Now, I'm gonna buy the flak jacket. Cannot afford the Kevlar jacket yet, but I will be able to soon. Now, the flak jacket is a special item that can be equipped. You have to equip it. It reduces damage by 1/4. So instead of taking 1 block of health, you now take 3/4 of a block of health. Doesn't sound that good right now, but eventually that will become better. You can get later versions of the armor, like the, Kevlar jacket or whatever, and you can eventually start taking huge amounts of damage, so it adds up pretty quickly. Eventually, you'll be able to reduce all damage by 3/4, and it's just worth it. I just need a little bit more money from in here, because, the enemy's in my way, and while I may not like grinding too much, running around, killing everything in my path, becoming a complete fucking psychopath, is completely okay. It's an efficient use of my time, by which I mean it makes me happy. Done. 700 more Zenny. Also, see these little guys? Shoot them. Now, since my special weapon's out of juice anyway, let's remove it. So I can kick these guys into it. They'll actually drop health. I'm not sure how long they drop health for. Maybe it's just the first 2 hits or so. But they're kind of just fun to kick around. Serve bots are that kind of role. They just keep getting beat up and they come back after getting repaired and then I beat them up again and rinse repeat. Money. 650 Zenny? Yep. The serve bots only ever give you a block of health after taking them once or twice, so it's not really worth doing if you're at full health like I am. But I'm, like I said, kind of excited, so I like doing things. 500 more Zenny from that. $9,707, which means I can now upgrade my health bar to the maximum, I believe. Now, okay, so if you head over there, you can actually find data and he'll recharge your energy should you want it. but I'm not really gonna need it anyway, so I'm just gonna head in here instead. You know, fill in the map all the way. Now come in here. This is completely optional, but I like doing optional things because normally they give you good rewards. 1,780 zenny. You talk to this box. The trap box that shoots out a bunch of bombs in a straight line. So long as you move to the side, you're fine. It also gives good zenny. There's a hole in the wall. Is there anything inside? You found a refractor shard. You got 1,500 zenny. So I'm at 14,000 now. Eventually, I'll get up to 36,000. Be able to take less damage. But that won't be my next purchase. I actually will be spending my money on something else in a moment. Fill in my map all the way. Yes, I like doing this. I don't know why. More of these little mine guys. They fall down from above. I believe I already have all this sold up down here. And as you might have guessed, you can go upstairs through this tunnel. And my suggestion, don't bother going crossing that bridge. It's just not worth it. You know what? There we go. Finished off with a kick. Because why not? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 30. Wow, these takes a lot of kicks. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 56 kicks. How many shots do they take? You change reactions, by the way. About 12, I believe. Okay, how much damage do I have? I only have 3. Interesting. I wonder how many shots they take with the basic buster without the upgrade. I should actually check that in a moment when I get the chance. Is it worth it? Yes, that's the answer. Or at least it's my answer. And as the complete narcissist I am, my answer is the only answer that matters. Now, if you... wait, I grabbed that item. What am I talking about? I didn't even comment on it, but I totally got an item. Now, if you come here, you can't get up there, so it's not even worth bothering. But I filled in the map, and that's all that matters. Exit out here. And go back in the door I just came from. Oh, they don't respawn. I thought they did if you left the area. Maybe you have to go 2 areas away, or maybe you have to leave the ruin entirely. I don't think that's the case. I think you have to go at least 2 areas away for them to respawn, or something like that. Or maybe you have to leave this section, quote, quote, of the ruins, which means that in this case you would have to leave the ruins. But if I could actually break down that wall, I'd eventually be able to get out of this quote-unquote section. Now, I want to test how many shots it takes. Takes 12 with my upgraded buster, 56 with my kick. How many shots does that take with the basic buster? You know, actually. See, that's the kind of good money I was talking about earlier. I wasn't talking about 300 freaking zenny, I was talking about that. Two, three, four, 18, 19, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Huh. How many shots if I use the upgraded buster? Because it's really only 7 less with an upgraded 2. That's near double one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, it only... An upgrade of 2 power only saves you from 7 extra shots. But the damage output is way different. Okay. So... Man. That's really imbalanced. 38... So, your basic buster deals around 3 times the damage that your kick does then? And... and each upgrade saves you around 3.5 shots or so. I guess each point added to that makes it so that you're getting plus 20% power. That's my guess at least. Alright, that's a good theory at least for now. I can test more of that later. Mega Man, it looks like the pirates are digging a big hole or something on the other side of this passage. Be careful. Tell me, what should I do now? Look at how far we've come. Are you scared? Of course not. That's what I figured. Now all that's left to do is take care of those pirates. Why don't you recharge and save? What should I do now? Looks at him. Actually, yes, I am. Mega Man, I'm disappointed in you. I expected better of you. And he just stops talking to you. Oh, come on, you wimp. You can do better than that. I had faith in you. Mega Man, it looks... Yeah, he actually does that to you. It's all fun games. So, rather than doing what he's saying and going to the side and fighting the pirates, we're going to go back. We're going to do the thing that I prefer to do to... You know what? I never do this the legitimate way. Let's do it the legitimate way for once. I've only beaten the pirates the legitimate way a handful of times in my entire life. So let's save. And I say this because I'll explain it once I get the thing later, but even back when I was a wee little child, I'd only ever beaten through the stupid method that I did. My friend Dimitri and I always had trouble with this, but I figured out a way, and we're just like, oh, so that's how you're supposed to do it, and blah, 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 and chatted amongst each other and had a good time. And then way later on, I figured out that we're both idiots and didn't even read the thing that pops up, and Mary explains how you're supposed to do it. I was just a bastard. I could run past all these guys, but like I said, I'm greedy. Because I like money. Haha, got it.
What gives? I dig and I'm still nowhere near the bottom. Maybe we will need that key after all.
Master Teasel, we were beaten. That blue boy is heading this way.
He's coming. All right, everyone, quit digging. Our priority now is to get rid of our little blue friend, all right? Be careful and don't be fooled by his size. He's already beaten Bon and Tron. Let's do it.
Roger!
Here we go. One of the most memorable battles in this game. A battle that, depending on how you do it, can last 30 seconds, or, well, not really 30 seconds, more like a full minute, but still. Showdown with T-Bon, aka Teasel Bon. You must destroy the digging robot Marwolf. The robot's outer shell is heavily armored, but the hatch is nearly defenseless, and that's all I read as a kid because I was stupid. Shoot the treads to slow the robot down, then jump on the robot from the rocks and shoot at the hatch. I never read this. I was so stupid. I always did it the easy way. Mind you, the easy way is actually a better way to do it.
Mission start!
So you jump past that. Okay. Re-equip my special weapon. There we go. Now that he's slowed down, you jump on these rocks. I never used to do that as a kid. It's not necessary though, so kill this tank. And what the easy way, quote unquote, is you just stand back there and you shoot with a weapon that I haven't gotten yet. You trying to hit me off? I guess you failed. Yeah. This is why this isn't the easy way, it's because there's too much randomness to it. I'd already have well, I wouldn't really necessarily have ended it, but I don't know. I like how this battle is one of the most memorable for me, and yet it is a really short and easy one if you know what you're doing. Also, this guy just broke his pattern. Boom. I win.
Automated fire extinguishers unworking.
Zenny. Yes, I just really went over there and killed that guy. For fun. And I kind of feel bad about this right here.
That in the first place. I'm gonna get him. If it's the last thing I ever do, I'm gonna get him.
Master Teasel, are you alright? Master Teasel?
Time to go home.
Time to go home. Okay, so you just climb up this.
Mega Man, can you hear me? The mayor says there's something real important she has to talk with you about. Can you come back here? I wonder if something's wrong with this radio. I thought I just heard you say you're not going? Mega Man, you'll go see the mayor, right?
Roger. I'll head back to City Hall.
If only we'd known there was someone like him here in the first place. We won't fail next time. We'll ambush him, concentrate our firepower on him. We won't cut him any slack just because we outnumber him. That kid's going down.
Just wait till you see, Teasel. I've got a new robot I've been wanting to build that'll do the trick. That'll teach him.
This time, we get rid of Blue Boy for sure, and get that treasure! Mega Man, good going! You showed those pirates who's boss!
How can I thank you? You've done so much for us. I hope this will convince those pirates to give up. I'm afraid to think what might happen if they get their hands on the treasure. The legends say a horrible disaster will occur if it's ever unearthed. Even if that's just a myth, lately we've been detecting increased activity underground. The Reaver bots are apparently activating of their own accord. It has me concerned. Maybe there's some truth to those stories about a horrible disaster. I wonder. Mega Man, would you be willing to explore the caves and dungeons on the island and see if you can find anything?
I'm a bad boy.
What? And you call yourself a digger? How can you turn down an offer like that? What? And you call yourself a digger?
Okay, yeah, I get it. You're forced to say yes.
You will? Oh, thank you so much. Here, you'll need this. Only the best diggers are able to get a Class A license. The best of the best. With that license, you'll be able to get into the sealed-off sites. The ones those pirates have been trying to break into. I give you my permission to dig in the island's subgates. Just let me know if you find anything that can tell us about the treasure or that disaster that's supposed to happen if the treasure's disturbed. And I hate to mention this, but if while you're digging you find anything of value, it would mean a lot to us if you could donate it to help with the restoration of the city. Thank you again. Be careful.
Now, what she just mentioned there, do you want to make your donation to the Reconstruction Fund? Yes, you will. Oh, thank you so much. I wonder where we should start. So, depending on how well you do, these numbers will be lower. The condominiums were the most heavily damaged during the attack for me. The residential houses, barely even damaged. Police station, since it was destroyed, cost $2,500. I will not be doing any of these currently. I will do these a little bit later into the stream once I have a bit more money readily available. For now, I only have 20,000 Zenny and I know what I'm spending it on. Something that's far greater. And by far greater, I mean... Talk to roll. item development. You remember we got something out of a chest in that ruin? Ta-da! The cannon kit was used to make the Powered Buster special weapon. There, I was able to make you a new weapon. This weapon has a really long range and a pretty good punch, but its rate of fire isn't that great. Don't forget that when you get into a fight. The safety helmet was used to make the helmet. Look, I resized this helmet to fit you perfectly. If you wear this, you won't get knocked down by enemy attacks as easily as before, and you'll be able to survive long falls, even if someone throws you off a cliff. Of course, you're not invulnerable, so you should still be careful, but I bet it'll come in handy if you get into a fight in a high place. I honestly don't really know what the helmet does. I think it reduces damage from when you're knocked down off places, but I don't really see the use of it, so I never actually bother equipping it. You look like Mega Man, but you kind of look dumb. I prefer you to have this like hairstyle, so change weapon. Change off those stupid mines to the Powered Buster, the buster that you will be using for most of the game. This special weapon is a beast. There are two that I can say are definitively better than it, and two that are also useful but not weapons. So we'll get into those a bit later. Increased amount of ammo, increased attack, increase range. Let's max out the range. Not gonna bother not max it out, but raise the range. Let's not bother maxing it out. Now, I'm gonna save up to up the attack on that a little bit later and talk to Roll. Say, Mega Man, that sure is a pretty flower you've got there. You can have it. Really? Gee, thanks, Mega Man. I'll have to get some water to put it in. So if you say no to her, you'll never be able to get rid of that flower item. So my suggestion, give it to her. It's not necessary. So we're done talking to them, and we have a way better special weapon now. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, I can just talk to Roll. Support car. We're going downtown. No, we're going to the Cardon Forest. So, as was mentioned, there's actually ruins here in the southern Cardon Forest area. So we're going to head into the Cardon Forest, and we're going to have a little bit of fun here. Yes, I'm jumping the entire way, don't judge me. We're gonna head into this ruin real quick. Before we actually do what we need to, the Class B license will actually get you access to this. So we could have done this before, but it's really not necessary and also not really recommended. We're not going to be going too far into these ruins. I'm just going to be doing a little bit in here, because you can do a lot more after this next room that we're going to be going into. Okay, if I could... Wow, okay. Great way to show off how great this weapon is by missing every shot with it. There we go. It's dead. This weapon is powerful if you can hit with it, and that's the huge thing. It's hard to hit with. So that's the main difference between the next weapon that I think is better than it in this, is that this weapon's hard to hit with, that one is a breeze to hit with. And the best weapon of the game is an amazingly powerful weapon that's easy to hit with, but is impossible to really get, let alone to deal with, I should say. That enemy I just killed one shot. Those are a small little bird enemy. If you let them attack, see, they kind of just jump at you. They take like one shot to blow up and give anywhere from 100, 250, or 1,000. Wait, 250. These ones might not be worth 1,000. They might be worth 500. They might be something with the next game. I don't really remember. All right, let's head into here. Okay. I'm not going to be actually going in here. I just remembered where this ends up leading to. I'll show off this little thing, and you're supposed to run by those things and stuff, but we'll deal with that later. We're actually going to move on to the next ruin first, the next actual story-related ruin, because I'm not going to be able to do everything in here otherwise, and that would suck. Like, what's the point of going into a ruin if you're not going to be able to do everything, right? So instead, let's head out of here. Oh, right, these guys respawn. I forgot we got far enough away. Actually, let's see. 460. Yeah, those might just be worth 500 apiece. Let's see, 560. Yep, they're worth 500, not 1,000. Dang it. I forgot this game is not as easy to get Zenny as the second one. And possibly the third one if that game ever came out. Still bitter. Just like a certain friend of mine's middle name. I'm not gonna say who it is or what that name is.
I was looking for mushrooms on the other side of the passage when a tank rolled up out of nowhere. I'm getting out of here.
She was very serious when she said she was getting out of here. So serious that she ran to the ruin instead of actually leaving. I don't know. I guess she decided to just go kill herself.
We've got to buy Miss Tron the time she needs to finish the robot. Okay, everybody, on your toes. Let's show Miss Tron what we can do.
What do you want to do? Continue on?
I've come to back you up, Mega Man.
What? Oh no. Oh no. What's happening? I can't just leave Roll by herself. Okay, I got rid of that text box. Oh no, come on. Nope. Okay. Good talk. All right. Well, that's the end of the stream, guys. Yeah, okay. I've had this disc for a while, and I'm sure it's gotten scratches from sitting in its case every time I play it and then put it back, because that's how discs work, sadly. And this isn't like a Nintendo Wii or Nintendo Wii U or a PS3 disc where they have that little coating that protects them. This is a PS1 disc, which were very easily scratched. I played this game like a month or 2 months, 3. I played this game towards the beginning of the year, maybe the end of last year, I don't remember which, and had some fun with it. Didn't run into any glitches or anything. The game has now soft locked. This happened when I tried to play the second game, and I couldn't make it past the second dungeon in the second game. So I decided to buy it PS1 digital version. I'm gonna have to do that with this as well. Rip me. Okay. I'll figure out if I want to do something else. Yeah. Just gonna let that play out and figure out what people are up to and what I should do. crash the game. Embarrassing. Really embarrassing, actually. I thought I was here alone. Whoops. Great. Fantastic. Really. Yeah, I don't know what to do. So, based on the fact that I'm pretty sure this is a disk error, even if I come back to this part, it will probably freeze again. So I would have to purchase the game digitally, which means I'd have to download it, install it, and, you know, spend money on that. So I may wait to do that. This has been a fun stream, and if any of you, enjoyed yourself, I'm really glad, because this is actually my favorite game out of any game I've ever played. Mega Man Legends is by far my favorite game. It holds great memories to me, and I wish I could show it all in this one stream, but PS1 discs were, well, PS1 discs. They do these things. Yeah. Alright, well, if at some point I manage to fix this, I'll continue this. Otherwise, what to do? You know what? I could do Ni no Kuni tonight. Do I have the energy? I'm gonna stop the stream for a little bit. I'm going to test out some cable stuff and see if I can run Ni no Kuni with like the best audio stuff I can do. Otherwise, I'll just run it normally and it'll be fine. It'll just be really casual, and I'll just have some fun with it. Thanks for stopping out, guys, and if you guys want to just keep hanging out and just watching me babble on myself, just hang out for another 10 minutes while I try to figure this stuff out. Actually, you know what? Okay. Now, I'm gonna real quick restart the stream, and then we'll be officially playing Ni no Kuni. Do you want to quit the game? Yes.